Welcome back to Tales of Yuvard. We are a Mythcraft TTRPG podcast, and this is the continuation of Lesh's tale. I am Corey Griffin, and I am going to be playing Tabaris Longhand. With me today, I have Kobe.
Hey yo, I'm MCing.
Joey.
What's going on, guys? I'm playing Vulcan Igneus.
And last but certainly not least, we got Adam.
Hey, I'm playing Ferrous Carbonite.
On the last time of Lesh's Tales, the guild sent out a group of adventurers to deal with strange happenings in a city. We saw them arrive, talk to the mayor, deal with some entities in the church, and have a dark discussion of what to do next. Stay tuned to find out what happens now.
Yeah, so Les now sitting at the deck of the ship, a large drink in hand, about halfway through it. My friends, well, let's get back to the story. Now that my whistle has been wetted, as those youngins say, or something like that. And the camera pans back down into our group sitting in the church, a pile of corpses next to them of some disfigured humanoid corpses covered in coral and gills and scales the like, as the group is contemplating burning it all down.
Now, I don't know what you know, let us, but do we want to leave the ones that are up there just fine, or we going we just gonna go ahead and leave? What are we thinking? His hand starts making his way back to his javelin.
Nah, I think Vulcan has the right of it. I think we deal with whatever's causing this first, and then come back and clean up whatever's left.
I'll follow you. You make the decision.
His hand moves away from the javelin.
No. Maybe? No. Unless? No.
Does that mean we're going down into the cave then, though, boss?
Yeah, we'll head towards the cave. Leave these weirdos alone for now.
As the group makes their way out, it is like almost full storm now. Clouds are super dark, sky is there's no sun at all coming through, heavy rain, thunder, but no lightning, just a lot of thunder.
This thunder is really rattling my bones.
But yeah, as you guys are making your way down to the left and another left, you make your way down these stairs and you see the tide is making its way up, and it's almost completely encapsulated the beach at this point.
We looking at going swimming there, boss, or we think we're gonna be okay to get to this cave without it? I mean, I can just walk along the bottom. It ain't gonna bother me no.
Well, I imagine it's only in deep at most to walk over there.
Yeah, so where you're at, you're walking down at the terminus at the top of the beach and looking out towards the water, and it's come up most of the way. You have probably about 10 feet of sand before where the start of the tide is, but it does seem like it's coming up towards you guys slowly.
Just need to make it quick.
As you make your way to the bottom of the stairs and peer over to the left of you, you do see a cliff face where there is a small cave opening.
We thinking that it's over that way there, boss?
The only cave I see. We'll start heading towards it. Is there anybody else on the beach right now?
There's not anybody on the beach. There's a few boats out in the water still. The beach looks pretty deserted. If you look a little farther down, there's a small other dock, and it looks like there's maybe one or two fishers off the edge of that dock as well.
Okay. From here, does it look like those people are watching us?
They just look like they're fishing, but they are pretty far away, so it's kind of hard
Okay.
to tell without like looking closer.
Okay, the boats, are they like out or are they close?
Um, close enough that you can like see them. They're probably like just like trying to fishing kind of closer to the shore, trying to get some like
Okay.
other closer fish. Nothing too far
I'm
out.
just trying to understand if people are close enough to be watching us or if these people are like minding their own business.
From what you can tell, they are just kind of minding their own business and just kind of using the storm as hoping it's a good time to catch some fish.
Okay. How close does that storm look right now, by the way?
You're getting the rain and thunder of it right now.
Okay.
Where
Okay, so then we're already in it. All right.
you're in like the outskirts of it. If you look to like where the eye, you would think the eye would be. That's probably like 100 feet out of shore, so it's pretty close at this point.
Damn, okay.
There's not really an eye, but it kind of there's like a dense center of it, you would say. So it's like the reverse of a calm eye. It's like wicked, like dense storm right in the middle.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sure that is just a coincidence and means nothing at all for anybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so as
Okay.
the group is walking towards the cave, if there's no interruptions, Vulcan would ask Taboris. Taboris, I need you to hold your broadsword out.
He does.
And as he does that, and they're walking, Vulcan takes a very deep breath, and then, despite there being rain, you just see he just spits out this stream of fire onto the blade of the broadsword, and keeps this fire going, and heats it from hilt to tip of sword, causing the sword to become red, glowing hot, effectively casting the enchant weapon spell. And so, Spaz, your broadsword now does an additional 1d6 fire damage for the next 2 hours.
Right on.
Awesome. It also sheds light, doesn't it?
It can shed light, as if it had the illuminate cantrip on it. So
Probably
specific
gonna be
wording
a
there says that it can.
probably gonna be a good idea going into a cave.
I don't disagree with you there.
Am I bringing up the illuminate cantrip just to read that off for everybody? Yes, I am. So, illuminate. Create an orb of light. You may choose what color it is when you cast it. The light sheds bright light for a 20-foot radius and dim light for another 20-foot radius. Oh, no, for another 40 feet. So it's 20 feet of bright light and 40 feet of dim light. Alternatively, I may choose to light only dim light up to 20 feet and no bright light. But more than likely, I'm just going to be shining this thing like a torch. Something's nice and shiny, and when it's nice and shiny, it do look pretty, don't it? Well, thank you there, Vulcan. It has been a mighty fine pleasure. You always have the tricks and the needs to do what we need done, and I appreciate you and all that you do for us.
That's why the guild assigned me to this group.
I mean, I think the guild just got tired of me just running around catching pets and stuff. Because apparently I was scaring all the dogs. And they were just like, you need to go do other stuff. You know, that man that tried to bring back my other self was just wrong.
But yeah, are you guys approaching the cave while you have this conversation?
Absolutely.
Okay, when you get to the mouth of the cave, does a 22 beat any of your guys' willpower?
Yes.
Come on, man. What are you doing right now?
You need to stop rolling.
I'm rolling really fucking hot tonight.
Yeah, it beats my willpower. I could burn the rest of the SP I have and cast Arcane Shield. I'm not, but
You guys, as you step to the front of this cave, a bunch of pictures flash through your head of what seem to be the cave innards itself. Super duper rapidly, though you're seeing the inside of the cave. Um, but not now. It seems like you can feel like you're in maybe somewhere else, someone else, and you are walking through the cave in like quick segments of like a few seconds. And as you're doing so, you see the cave walls moving, contorting around you. The chloral starts slowly peering out of it, and in your head, you just hear this ringing of, "You can't save us. You can't save us. You can't save us." Louder and louder. When you blink back to your own body, you are inside the cave. You look behind you, you're back in your own bodies, but there's no cave entrance. It is just a wall of rocky face with bloody chloral clinging to it, leaking small black ooze that if you look at for too long, your body starts to get nauseous and feels like it's crawling. Even those without skin can feel like something's crawling inside them, a sensation they may have never felt before. They feel sick to their stomach just looking at this wall for too long.
We set the damn town on fire.
I mean, I feel like that would not have helped us much, to be honest with you. Like, we have to go in here and figure something out.
we're in the cave and there's no exit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you were having images of something else, and then when you flash back to your own body, and you were already inside the cave.
How large is this town?
You would know it probably hosts about 500 people. It's been having a kind of a population boom over the past 2 years. With all the excess fishing and stuff, they kind of had a lot more people come in. So maybe a little bit over that, but around like 500.
So, about how long did it take us to get to the cave? Like from walking through the city and from the church, any discussions we had about how long do you think?
The church and the mayor's office are pretty much all right along the edge of the water. Both of their prominent buildings kind of surround where the beach is. You just kind of had to go and find one of the gets to it. So maybe like 15 minutes to get to there. And then with your time blink, it was roughly like 10 minutes past while you were in that other perspective.
Okay. So, and the reason I ask is because I was shaken for 30 minutes because of staring at the statue.
You would no longer be shaken. Nope, you're
Okay,
good.
cool. So that was my question.
Yeah, it feels like as though that feeling of having to remember on the tip of your tongue, it's just gone. You've almost have forgotten about the statue itself that even was a thing you looked at.
Neat.
You all would hear like a rattling of a chain shirt and then like bones crunching together. And if you would look at Tiberius, you'd see he's like picked up his chainmail and he's looking at his stomach and like rubbing his non-cestus covered hands on his rib cage, and he's like, anybody else feel like they got like a upset stomach or something? Like, I don't know what that was. That was just some weird shit, but I got like this weird like upset stomach feeling of it. I ain't felt that way in a long time.
About as long as you haven't had a stomach.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's probably been 20 years since I had a stomach.
I did feel the same sort of
Yeah.
feeling. I think we should be tactful, but we should make haste.
So are we gonna do the normal thing where I stand in the front for a little while, wave the big shiny thing around, and be like, "Hey, come get dinner," and then when they attack me, you all flank them?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So Taboris will start just walking into the cave, waving his flaming broadsword around, going, "Hey, y'all, come on, get dinner. Come on and get dinner. Come on, nice juicy bone. Come on, come on."
Dinner bell is a good idea.
As you begin to walk down the cave, you see it's like kind of a small hallway that begins to open up to a few branching pathways, a little bit of a raised platform on your right with a big rock in the middle of it. It kind of looks like you can crawl around the back of it. A pathway to your left that kind of segments off, and then another bit of up creeping up on the your front left side. That looks like almost like rock stairs you could climb up.
Which way am I going? Come on and come get dinner. Come on. Nice juicy bone.
So as you reach the center of the room, you hear and all this. You don't see anything really react. You do see up where those staircases are. As you get a little closer, it gets really almost like a deep fog, and mist is up in that corner of the area. You see a bend in the pathway. You can kind of go up and to the right a little bit, and then the pathway before you that split off, and the other elevated pathway now behind you.
Hey, boss, should I go up? Should I go right? Should I go my other right? There's also steps kind of behind Vulcan over there.
Do any of these seem to go downward?
So the one to your front seems to be going upwards, and the one to the back left seems to be at kind of a slight decline down.
I hate forks in the road. I will move myself here because I can't really see that other one very well to check and see if it looks like it goes down. Because Ferris thinks that, in his mind, right, these people are probably trapped somewhere below sea level, which is why they're having trouble getting out. Something flooded maybe or collapsed or whatever. So he's looking for a way down. He sees the one to the front left. He clocks that as a way possibly down. But he wants to check this other way just to make sure that there's not, more than one path. So he'll move there.
As you step around the corner, you would notice the twinge of what seems to be a chest up on a path to your right on the kind of the leading upwards that you see on this. The pathway up to the left, if you get closer, is kind of hard to tell because of all the fog. Really which ways it goes up past that one little step, and then the way forward seems to be at an upward angle.
Well, if it's one thing that Dark Souls has taught me, it's where the fog is, it's a boss. So maybe we don't go there first.
That chest is so fucking suspicious.
If it's one thing Dark Souls has taught me, it's depending on the way that the chain is facing, it's probably a mimic or not.
Hey, boss, you find anything good over there?
I don't know yet. Hang on. Ferris is going to pull out a javelin and throw it at the chest.
If it's one thing that Dark Souls has taught... No, I'm just kidding.
You roll me the attack, I guess.
Crit!
Critical hit! I crit the chest. I crit the mimic. Okay, well that sucks, but I deal 10 points of damage because of the crit. The javelin deals a d6, so it's 6 plus the roll plus my strength, and I rolled a 1. So 6 plus 1 plus 3 is 10. Oh, it's a mimic!
Wait, let me explain what this mimic looks like how it comes out of its form. It doesn't look exactly like a normal mimic. So as your spear pierces into this chest, the top opens, and then it actually completely cranks backwards, and almost scoops under itself, and little tentacles pop out of the top of it. So the top of the chest is the bottom of the legs, and the front, and where the whole of the chest is just a maw that has fangs coming up and tentacles trying to grasp.
So it's a hentai demon. Got it.
Yeah. And it's gonna double move, now sideways on the wall with its maw staring down. Ferris. And that will bring us to...
How high is it?
It's only 5 feet up. It's just enough to be intimidating. But that'll bring us to Taboris.
Okay. With my 10-foot reach, can I hit it?
Yeah, you can.
So, mechanically, if I spend 1 AP and move here, will there be a mechanical disadvantage?
Some sort of disadvantage trying to swing around at it.
Not fucking with it. I wanted to know what I was getting into. Still spending 1 AP to move forward. Would you say that it is now within 5 feet of me?
That it is.
I'm going to take out this spear that has a banner on it that's just like a skull, and then I'm going to stab it into this fucking thing. This is my battlefield tactician. All of my allies now have TA against this. And then I'm going to smack it with my broadsword furiously.
Is it anything, any kind of attacks?
Yes. Don't believe a 7's going to do it.
No, a 7 will not do it.
That is going to be my turn.
Bringing us to Ferris.
Gonna see Taboris miss it, and then go, "This is how you hit the things." An 11.
It will not do it.
And a critical hit.
Whoa, whoa!
Woo-woo!
You crit this thing twice now.
Sure did. First one misses. God damn. Jumpy little bastard. For 12 points of bludgeoning damage. And that's my turn.
That'll bring us to Vulcan.
I think I'm just gonna stay put, and I'm just gonna cast Beam of Fire at this. Does a 22 hit?
Yep.
And it takes 8 points of fire damage.
Yeah. As this fire hits in this chest, some of the tentacles like start withering down to the side of it, as this creature is effectively bloodied at this point.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna hold 1 AP over.
Great. Bringing us to Dominique. Its tentacles are going to lash out and try to wrap around Ferris for a crit failure, as it's like wincing from the fire. Do it once again. Gonna try to grip around you with the grippers.
This is gonna be a nat 20.
Why would you do that? Why would you
Why
do
did
that?
you fucking do that?
God.
Horrible person. You horrible, horrible person.
What the fuck?
You know what?
Joey?
I'm gonna use
Do
the
it.
ring.
Do it!
I'm gonna use the ring to twist fate. Roll again.
19 against your AR.
Oh yeah, it is. It's not a crit though, so that's good.
When you use the ring, it tightened really tight around your finger for a second.
Okay.
And it did 8 damage.
Ugh.
So the 13 be your anticipation.
Yeah.
You are grappled.
I got it right where I want it.
And as it does, you hear whispers and from inside of it, and like small screams as its tendrils have like kind of wrapped around your head, and you're in like this dark inky blackness inside of it. Bringing us to Longhand.
I held over 1 AP last turn, so I'm starting with 6. First one, 15 to hit.
Yes.
8 damage. 18 to hit. 16 damage.
Are you adding the fire damage in there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's looking pretty bad at that.
Yeah, we're gonna do 3 more damage with a rend.
Sweet.
Is it still up?
It is still up.
Jesus.
Well, I got one more swing.
That'll hit.
13 damage.
You want to explain how you do this?
Oh, yes, I will. So this flaming broadsword, he brings it up and just starts hacking into this mess of tentacles and everything else. And he's just like, there you go, boss. Just hold him right there. Just hold him right there. Just hold him right there. Until this thing is just a mess of body parts that look like wood and just eviscerated and chopped into tiny pieces. The tentacles looking like sashimi.
Yeah, as you are like breaking this thing into pieces, it like crumbles down below you, and you actually notice inside something kind of catches your eye. Uh, it seems to be a small, like round, buckler shield with some deep encrusted, engraved like tentacles kind of spreading out from the interior outwards, and you seem real attracted to it, my friend.
How attracted.
You could say no. Nothing in you wants to say no, but if you really like wanted to fight against it, you could. Like if you like, it's like fighting against the hypnotist. Everything in you wants to say yes, but if you want to really power through it, if you think your character would do so, they could.
Okay, because like there's reasons he doesn't use a shield because it would just impede him being the sword that he is.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll pick it up. I'm just not sure I'm going to use it.
Yeah. As you put it on your back, I'm assuming then.
I'm gonna put it in my rucksack. So I'm tucking that away into my rucksack, and I'm just like, maybe we can sell this for some good silver. Not in this town. We'll sell it to the guild.
Yeah, good idea. I'm gonna drink one of the vials of healing we have. So that a D4 plus. So those are what?
1d4.
I got 4 hit points back. All right, fucking mimics.
The chest is, broken in front of you. And what do you guys do next?
Did we hear anything coming from any of the pathways?
Yeah, the pathway in front of you, you hear like the lifting and setting down of like crates and stuff.
Yeah, when you say in front of us, do you mean like going up?
Up the stairs or up the?
Like up the straight pathway.
Okay.
You don't really hear anything where the fog is coming from, and down below, maybe it sounds like faint water rushing.
All right, boss. Now I don't know if you want to keep doing dinner bell or you want to do something else. I feel like dinner bell worked pretty well this time. Like,
We'll keep we'll keep going with it for now.
all right. So he will go out 20 feet in front of them, and then do dinner bell going toward where they're hearing boxes getting picked up and put down. Come and get it. Nice juicy bone. Come and get it. Now I am being specific about being 20 feet in front of you guys because that's where my light would end. So you all would still be concealed.
You can't see anything now. You're kind of just like you see a curve way in front of you, but you hear around the curve a bunch of boxes like scraping around and like the shuffling of footsteps.
I don't think Tiberius is going to stop. He's just going to keep going around the corner.
When you turn the corner, going to need some initiative again, my friend, as you're walking around. The other two, you guys can roll initiative, but you guys aren't actually in combat as you're behind the curve still. You get noticed as soon as you walk ahead, and you see a group of what seem to be sailors all turn to you, their faces completely covered in coral, except for their eyes, which are just seem to be like these once again gills that are flapping open. Their arms themselves are more tentacle than humanoid, and they are like scattering around, picking up boxes and crates and like moving them. When they see you, they all turn at once and are staring at you. You also see one slightly bigger man to the far left who is about like double in size of all of them, and he's almost completely a fish creature at this point. A head like fully grown into it, like almost a fish on his head. He has these huge broad shoulders with gills luring down his entire front torso, all breathing in and out and like coughing up dark ooze as they do. and he's like kind of pointing around orders and mumbling, and they kind of all seem to follow him around. He turns to, and his just one finger kind of lifts and points towards you.
It's important. I got a 21 on the initiative this time.
Yeah, so you are able to go first as they do this.
I'm actually cool with going super last.
Planting my sword into the ground in front of me. But I am gonna toss some javelins at, specifically, I'm saying, fuck this guy. First javelin attack, 19 to hit.
A hit.
4 sharp damage. Second javelin attack, 11 to hit.
It will not hit.
And then I'll use an AP to pick my sword back up. Unless you'll let me do that without spending AP, at which point I'll just hold one over.
I think it was once per turn you're able to do it, so I always use that as like you equipping it because it's not unwieldy, right?
No, my broadsword's not unwieldy.
Yeah, I'd let you do that once, I would say.
Right,
using
because I'm
the
just putting it down long enough to chuck 2 javelins at this guy.
So if you are good to throw away and keep that in your hand and hold over the one.
All right, that'll be my turn. Now we got a bunch of enemies coming at me. Hopefully.
Are these like actual floating jellyfish?
Yeah. The one you just swung at is going to...
Dinner bell is calling you.
One of the little jellyfish in the back here that you see floating, who look pretty harmless for it, just continues to float around. It's kind of just shooting out a little bit of mist and floating its way over.
So the way that my cone is, would that still hit Tiboris?
I don't think so, but that would bring us to Ferris behind the corner.
All right. Cool. Okay. I am going to spend. I'm gonna have to spend 2 AP, moving closer to the mouth of the cave, closer to Boris, and then I'm going to move 10 feet straight up to the one right up in his face, and I'm going to make 1 hammer attack. Does a 17 hit? 9 points of damage. And I'm going to activate my Bull Rush ability and make a secondary attack against his fortitude. And fail horribly. I got a 1. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, that is not going to beat his fortitude.
It's the end of my turn. Whatever.
Yeah.
These things are stupid.
Jellyfish is going to float up to his friend up here. And then this guy is going to move up to there using both monster actions, if I did my math right, having to run up.
Okay, so Vulcan is going to spend 1 AP to move there, and then spend another AP to move next to Boris. And then, much like they saw before, when he took a deep breath to enchant Boris's weapon, he's going to do the same thing, except this time, in a 15-foot cone in front of him, he is going to use his fire breath, which is going to be 12 hits.
Yep.
I do believe. So it's going to be for 4 fire damage to everybody.
Who, Longhand, slapped with the javelin, is now dead. The other ones all start burning. That gross smell you smelled in the office when you lit the thing on fire is back, like burning corpses. And this one right to the left is considered bloodied at this moment. They all are shambling back from the flames, and this big guy up here, seeing this, is going to like rumble under his breath and start sprinting over here to the cliffside area, using both of his actions to get the fuck out of dodge. And that'll be his turn. Where's my turn order go? But that'll bring us back to the top with Longhand.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna take my sword and I'm gonna start swinging. First at the one that I hit with the javelin. Uh, bring bringing down this flaming broadsword. Yeah, I'm gonna do it furiously. 15 to hit.
Do it.
11 damage, I think that's what I see.
Double deck.
Alright, and then with my rage AP and another AP, I'm gonna hit this other guy up here, the one that's 10 feet from me. Getting a 19 to hit
That'll do it.
for 10 damage.
Another one drops.
Everything else is just outside my range, so I'm gonna move forward one for an AP and then end my turn.
The jellyfish all gather, and they're just now you see the mist around them growing like bigger and bigger into like a fog ball, similar to what you saw on the stairs outside. And this guy is gonna take a step towards you, gonna swing at you for a 14 against AR.
That will miss. Boss, if you want to go ahead and come up here and maybe finish this one off. I don't know what's going on with them weird old jellyfish over there. Like, something's being funky up there.
Is it my turn?
Yeah,
I'm gonna spend 1 AP to move up, and then I'm going to hit him with my hammer. Boop. With a 16 to hit.
Yep.
And 6 damage.
he is looking absolutely fucking destroyed. It's on his last, like, foot crumbles to his knee in front of you.
Alright, and then one more time. Just go down already! 24 to hit.
That'll do it.
9 damage.
And he crumbles down.
The bottom jellyfish take their turn then.
Yeah, they're just all chanting and the fog's getting bigger. They aren't like necessarily hostile, and this other guy's running down the cliffside more. You guys are no longer in combat. There just is a growing fog.
I'm gonna blast one of the jellyfish with beam of fire.
If you want to blast all of them, they die. They're not hard to kill.
Does the fog stop?
The fog stops growing, but the fog is still there.
I think I saw like crates and stuff down that way. Is that what we want to do? Like, go ahead and dig through all this stuff. Maybe there's something good in there. Maybe we find some more of those healing vials that they give us from the guild, or maybe some of them super secret things.
Perhaps we give chase to the one that left.
I mean, we can. I just don't know if I'm quite quick enough for something like that.
If you look out the cliffside where he's running away to, it's like a complete drop down. He just dove off, pretty much.
Okay, well, that's probably going to be a problem later.
He probably went and told whatever the hell's doing all this shit.
I mean, if you all want, like I said, I could walk along the bottom of the water. I don't gotta breathe or nothing like that. I just keep going.
Before I let them go into the room or anything like that, can I want to like gauge if the fog is like inherently magic or if it's just fog created by these jellyfish creatures that are now blasted into bits.
Fog created by them. It's like a defense mechanism.
Okay.
You have a high enough arcana. I don't need to make you roll for that.
I think the fog is safe to walk around in. I don't sense anything inherently magical about it. If we wanted to explore this room a bit, I think we're safe to do so. But we should be quick about it.
I mean, we could also set all these boxes on fire and just burn, baby, burn. What we can't use for ourselves cannot be used against us. Yeah.
What do you say, Ferris?
Ferris is gonna walk up to one nearby. This one.
Yeah, you crack it open to a bunch of rotting fish.
I want to tip it over and spell them out.
Yeah, you spill it out, and it's a rotting fish, like some crabs in the bottom, and just like what seems to be maybe some human body parts maybe in there as well. Just a bunch of rotting.
I think we need to get this job done and get the hell out of here.
All right, so we're gonna turn around the other way and go like where
We'll
where that
go
fog
down.
and stuff was.
No, I think the fog's a waste of time. We'll go down, try and find where these people might be.
Should we look through the rest of these boxes?
I mean, we can. I don't. I think it might take a little bit of time, but he walks up and like breaks one of the boxes.
All the same.
Yeah, that's
Looking
what I
at him, you can kind of see like a trail that all these boxes are kind of being brought over to the cliffside.
Yeah, they're feeding something. Okay.
So I would have gone up here to do the same with these boxes. Do I notice anything else in the room, like any other paths or anything like that?
Yeah, there is one like pathway up to the left that the big guy was standing in front of that he seemed like maybe he was guarding.
Ferris, I found another path up here. This is where the larger one was standing. Perhaps we investigate this really quick.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Dinner bell seemed to work pretty well this time. Should we go ahead and continue doing it?
I don't know as if you need to call out Dinner Bell, but I think it's best if you take the lead.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll keep using dinner bell.
I love doing dinner bell. As he starts like just happily walking down this pathway.
Real small, tight passageway, and as you do, you walk around. The ground below you starts to squish under each of your step as it's all become like damp and wet, and the walls seem to be breathing slightly in and out. And you see in the back center of the room a dark purple, like oval type shape, pulsing with like green light inside of it. A shadow of a small child's like almost like in a womb is like ever moving inside of it.
You want me to poke the sphincter?
I want you not to call it that. God.
Boreas, do you even know what a sphincter looks like?
I was a troll once. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, of course I know what a sphincter looks like.
Just poke the damn thing.
I poke it with my sword.
Yeah, you do. Liquid begins to ooze out. Green liquid spills out to the floor beneath you and follows a small child, a human child with like blonde hair that's just matted to his face as he's covered in this goo and he's coughing up in front of you, like buckets of this goo from that he's been swallowing.
Hey there, little one. Look. It'll be okay. It'll be okay, little one. Like, we're here to rescue you. My boss and the smart one are back here. Let's get you back to them. Do you know where your friends are? Like, do you know where about the other?
I do, my friends. My friends, we were just playing and it got so dark. They were deeper in the cave. I don't know why they brought me up here. They said that I was ready and he was hungry. He was hungry. Please help my friends, please.
Can you point us in their way, maybe? Like, if you point us in that direction, we'll definitely go help your friends. That's for sure.
Yeah, at this point he's like trying to like get to his knees and like use you to like
I will pick him up.
as soon as you do, your eyes go dark. Everybody else
My
sees.
eyes.
Oh, you don't have eyes. Your eyes go. You gain eyes and they go dark. That's how fucked up this is. What you guys see is as he picks up the kid kind of just wraps around himself and is like holding on and is like coughing up still. What you see, my friend Longhand, is as you pick him up, his body morphed into that of a squid and it is like leaps to grab at you, and you like have a like panic and stress and like you want to save this kid, but at the same time you feel like he is the curse right now in your hand. This is the source of the curse is what you feel in this moment.
I am holding him at like a full 10 feet away and slightly up, and he's just like, no. Something going weird and fuck you with my brain. Like, I don't like doing this. I really don't like doing this. And then I punch him.
He's a child. He's out.
I feel better.
I mean, you feel better, but you feel worse. You realize he was just a kid. before he did, you would have the feeling that the rest of his friends were like just in the pathway you did go before, because he was brought up this way from his thing. You were able to pick that up. At least Vulcan would.
Now, it was blunt, and I want this to be very clear. I did not just kill a child.
Would we see anything different?
No, what you guys see actually is different, because I said he kind of looked like he was just holding on to him, coughing up like buckets of goo, and then he just stopped coughing and is asleep. You guys aren't aware of this. So long
Yeah,
answer-
much like you guys didn't see the mayor do anything to me.
Taboris is gonna start walking back. He's either like, Vulcan. I got a problem. I got a problem.
What is your problem?
Weird. Kyle, weird.
I mean, I suppose that makes sense. We did find them in an embryonic-like sack.
No. Like, child's like he did the eye thing, and then like my eyes did weird thing. Well, not my eyes, but like my vision did weird thing, and then next thing I know, I'm coming back too, and the kid's unconscious.
Can I connect 2 and 2 to kind of maybe see if
I mean, because you told us about what happened with the mayor.
yeah. Can I connect 2 and 2 to
pretty similar shit. You feel the same.
so the child is already cursed then.
What are we gonna do with the? Should I like put him in, like put him on the fish pile over there, or
Put him on the
Perhaps we leave the kid here, but stack the crates around him to create a pseudo hiding spot. And if we find any more, we can point them in this direction.
he puts the kid up against the wall, but not completely against the wall. He empties out one of the
crates.
then he flips it upside down on top of the kid.
I mean, if the crates are big enough, well, whatever.
Yeah, there one or two of them would have been big enough. They had a lot of food to feed.
Good enough. Let's go.
Kid's gonna fucking wake up and flip his shit.
Kid being safe is more important than the trauma that's gonna happen waking up in a crate.
Yeah, Ferris is cool. He's all right. Good enough. Let's go.
All right, we'll keep doing dinner bell.
Do we know how many kids went missing?
Yeah, did the mayor tell us how many kids went missing?
4. I didn't say that out loud, but I did mean to. There was 4.
That's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure.
You find yourself in a large, pretty much empty room with a single, like, flowing water going through it. The water is like this deep, dark black almost, just running rapidly. On the other side of it, you see a few more of those pods and another, like, room-type womb off the end of it.
And there are no people in here.
Nope, you don't see anything.
Ferris
No
is gonna pick up a
people in the
rock.
womb room.
Ferris is gonna pick up a rock, and he's gonna throw it, like to get it to land in the room, but not hit one of the sacks.
I mean, boss, don't you think we better like break open them sacks? Like, come on.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it in a second. I don't fucking trust this place. Does anything happen?
Yeah, it's no, just you just see a swarm of a bunch of like little crabs and stuff all starts like swarming out of it though, and then they dump into the water.
See?
They go like down the river in the water,
I mean, you saw them jump into the river.
but they're not like coming out of the water towards us.
No, they went into the river, and you can assume that they just went down.
Probably spooked some crabs and they ran to safety. Let's get the kids and get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'm heading to go get the kids. I'm gonna do it in 10-foot increments.
Don't touch the water.
Nah, I'm jumping over this creek.
Damn it, just be careful.
Yeah, you guys can easily make it. I just think Vulcan might not be able to.
No.
I'm gonna stand here and poke these two womb-like things that you've described to us.
Welcome to the woo room.
Yeah, the two first bodies fall out. It's a small girl and another small human boy. They are completely unconscious.
And I'm gonna move down 10 feet and poke down.
Yeah, another girl comes out who's not completely unconscious. She's coughing and how did you get past it?
We are very strong. My
No,
friend is very smart.
Stop. Get past what?
Thing in the water. The thing in the water.
In the river thing there?
Yeah, how did you get past it?
We jumped.
Oh, God, no. You're stuck on this side. You're stuck on this side with us forever. You don't want to go across it.
No, we'll jump across.
It's not that far, really.
Vulcan, be ready to catch these kids when I throw them.
No,
We're not gonna throw the kids, Vulcan. We're not throwing the kids.
I won't go near. We won't go near the water. Don't make them go, please.
I'm grabbing one of the unconscious kids. I'm like,
I
wow.
won't throw the passed out kid.
I'm picking up one of the unconscious kids.
He would
And we
like try to grab at you and stop you. Like, don't bring us near the water, please. Please don't bring us near the water.
Would this be considered a small creature?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick her up too.
She is fighting it, but she's also a small child.
The funniest part about this is like, I got these really long arms. I can literally pass these kids to Vulcan. Just over the water. None of us getting in the water. I just pass it over.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have that opportunity.
I'm gonna try it.
I'm standing at entryway here. Has the water changed at all?
Nope, still rushing black water.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand on the edge.
When you step past that little lip there,
Yeah.
I'm going to need an awareness check from everybody.
Would you take perceiving?
Yes.
Hey, I got a
Take
13.
investigating.
Yes.
12.
Would you take fortuity just out of curiosity?
No. Your luck is all but run out.
I don't know.
I don't like the sound of that.
That's not right. Come on.
With a fucking 7, it might be.
What in the actual
Hold on.
fuck is that thing?
Hold on now.
As Vulcan and Ferris notice rising from a little farther down in the water a bunch of tendrils, all with seeming eyes on the end of them, are rising from the water on top of a deep gaping maw, fangs intertwined with small tentacles for a mouth, its shell of deep red coral down its back rising out of the water. If you guys could roll me some initiative. Oh, you did already.
Yeah, we did.
We knew it was coming.
I got a 4.
I'm not happy about it. I also got a 4.
I got an 18.
Yeah, that's been the theme the entire time.
Good for you.
I have a high awareness. Okay. The reason my negatives are so high is because I wanted good stats and multiple stats. I wanted a high awareness.
It's going to start us off with Longhand, who effectively has 2 children. Also, there are some crabs starting to crawl out as well, just to let you know.
There we go.
How many AP to yeet the children across?
You have the long enough arms to drop them across it, so I would just say 1 AP to drop the child.
1 per kid?
Yeah, 1 per kid.
Fair. I was just curious. The kids are now across the river.
Yeah, if he hands them to me, I would just like fucking put them on the ground behind me.
And I would if
Actually, with Vulcan being right there, I'll do 1 for both of them. You can do a handoff, make it a little
Hell
easier.
Sweet. Okay. With that being said, and seeing these crabs come up, do these crabs look aggressive in any way?
They are crawling out very quickly, and they're all starting to march towards you, crab rafe style.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 1 AP to move.
So is there still 1 kid over in the womb room?
There is.
Okay.
It's easier to defend the womb room than for me to run back, grab a kid, and toss him over.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Very happy this is what we've come to call this.
The womb room.
That's what you called it.
You did call it that.
No, yeah, it is. I just...
A 19 to hit the crab.
Yeah.
16 damage.
Crab's dead. Oh, wait. No. It's not an AoE. Crab is almost dead.
Okay.
Crab's horn.
I will save my last AP for next turn. If we have a next turn.
Okay, and that will bring us to Wab. But it's going to try to gonna envelop you. And is for does a 7 hit your reflex?
No.
That'll be Crabular's turn. Bringing us to this crab, which is this one down here, who is swimming upriver. And then our big boy. No one's in range. Cool. So he's going to swim up the river a little bit for one monster action here. And then he's going to swing out one of his tentacles from his head is going to grow larger and larger and swing out towards Vulcan for a... Does a 10 hit your AR?
No.
It's going to do so once again. To the 20.
Meets it, beats it.
So you are going to 7 damage
Oof.
and gain bleeding 2.
Oof.
That will be its turn though, as it's used both its action and is now pulled you 10 feet closer to it. So you are right up in its stuff. And bringing us to the last set of crabs.
I hate to be pedantic. What is their awareness? Because they're tied. So they go based on awareness.
Oh yeah, awareness is 1 for the crabs.
So they go after we do.
It goes before. Yeah, he goes, and then the crabs go, and then I go.
Sweet, there you go. So yeah, Ferris first.
Okay. He's going to look at the unconscious kids on the ground. Look at the other unconscious kid on the ground. Look at the big tentacle thing. Look at Vulcan. Feel like, is that the thing? Is that the thing?
Just screaming, crying, just full screaming, crying. Just why'd you put me to the water?
No, I don't care about the kids right now. I'm asking Vulcan if the giant tentacle monster is the source of the curse.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misunderstood that.
No, you're good.
Badger was gonna guess no.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys will definitely know more about that if it makes it to the next round. But what you can tell now, this is just another one of the creatures.
Why you gotta say if, man? Come on. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Gonna spend 1 AP. 5, 10, 15, 20. Run up on him. In a straight line. It's just kind of funky with the grid. And then 2 hammer attacks. Here we go. Attack
You
1.
First, going into the water, can you roll me a Dex check, DC 14?
Why would you do this to me?
You're the one that ran into the water, man.
Well, I couldn't get to him otherwise.
Yeah,
Ha!
perfect.
Critical
You
for a 19.
find the perfect footing.
I get lucky. Okay, first one whiffs horribly. Because I'm still trying to get my footing in the water. Second attack. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Cool. He takes 8 points of damage. And does a 21 beat his fortitude?
Yes.
He's knocked prone. As Ferris runs up, slips a little bit on the rocks, and then uses that momentum to bring the hammer down hard, cracks it against whatever shell or skin or whatever this thing has, and it like is forced down.
Falling deeper into the water, you find a nice soft spot in the coral, and it bubbling in the water right now.
All right, now get it. That's my turn.
Last set of crabbies. Does an
No.
11 hit? Okay. Vulcan. Yeah, dope. Okay. That'll be your turn then, Vulcan.
Okay, so Vulcan, after being swarmed by crabs, having this tentacle beast approach him, come up to him, swing tentacles at him, you're going to see him take a deep breath like you've seen him do a couple times already. He's going to hold his kite shield out, and he's going to blow fire onto the kite shield, effectively casting Fire Shield.
Yeah.
So that is, let's see, 2 AP to do that. And then in the same breath, he's also going to bring out the hilt one more time, as you've seen him do before, and ignite the flame blade. And he's going to, I guess he's just gonna probably try to sweep the crab. No, he's gonna hit the tentacle beast. He'll hit the tentacle beast.
Who is prone?
Yeah, so that's with TA.
Yeah, it's a TA on that.
No flanking, correct?
Not yet.
Sadly, no.
Not gonna
Doesn't-
do it.
No. Okay. And then that is my turn.
Okay, bringing us to Longhand at the top of the order.
Okay, so start my turn with 6 AP. Start off with trying to get this crab off of me. 16 to hit,
Yep, that'll do it.
18 damage.
Swarm drops. Holy shit, yeah.
Yay!
That's not even my max damage. Swarm is now dead. I'm going to spend 1 AP to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that will give me flanking with Vulcan, correct?
And you're right on the edge of the water, so you don't have to roll for that one.
24 to hit.
That'll do it for sure.
For
14.
17 damage, because I'm using another rend.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn. As I just sweep this crab, like, with the sharp point, probably spilling a bunch of guts all over myself, but I don't take notice of it, as my friends are over here getting cut to pieces with these razor-sharp tentacles. So I run over to try and help, digging my broadsword into the back of this thing. And then that'll be my turn.
The Quabbies are gonna jump on to our boy Ferris. With a 15 hit your reflex.
Yes.
Okay. You take 3 blunt damage, and you're grappled, and you are suffocating. For suffocating,
After suffocating for a number of rounds equal to your endurance +1, you gain death points at the start of each of your turns.
I got 3 rounds.
I have the conditions page pulled up.
and that'll be the crab's turn, bringing us to the horror, who is roaring out in pain, and that roar dulls to a deep laughter as it releases Vulcan and takes 2 of his tentacles and rears on its hind legs and takes the tentacles and scratches across its own body,
Hey, we're supposed to do that, not you.
taking 6 sharp damage as it's wrenching its body open. And then as it stops, it punches itself and squirts out dark ichor all around it. A 9 against everybody's reflex.
Dude, stop.
No.
Nope.
It's me. I've got a 9 reflex.
You take 7 corrosive damage.
Bud, you gotta quit. Okay. 7 hit points left, y'all.
That will be its turn, though, and then it uses its tier 2 action for that.
I'm assuming that does not count as a melee attack.
No, that would be Ferris.
Okay. Worried about these crabs, but this thing has got to die. Crabs are easy to deal with. 2 swings at the big guy. 12 to hit AR.
That will not do it.
21 to hit AR.
That'll do it.
9 damage. Ugh. Dunk. Bam!
As you do that, you see the wounds it created on itself as they were starting to heal. You smash the hammer in them, and they all like almost reopen again. This creature is officially bloodied.
Fuck you. That's my turn.
Hey, wait, I have a question. It's still prone, yeah?
Yes,
Would a 13 beat its AR?
yes, meets it, beats it.
Aha!
Damage.
So the
That
first
is
one
actually
didn't-
why I was asking.
10 more points of damage.
Yeah, smashing into this thing is
Okay.
not looking good. Black ichor is oozing out of its holes, and it's not coming towards you this time. But our crabbies on our boy Vulcan are going to. We're not gonna do it. They are unable to get a grip on the magic armor, bringing us to Vulcan.
Now, does that count as a melee
Yes,
attack?
it does.
They're going to take 1d8 plus 3 fire damage. So here's the question: is this considered me doing the fire damage?
Yeah.
So then the affinity would go off, and so it would be 1d8 plus 3 for 4 fire damage against these crabs. I'm rolling terrible on damage today. So I go back up to 4 AP. I'm going to spend 1 AP to keep Fire Shield going, and then I'm going to spend 2 AP for Fire Blade to swing at the tentacle creature. Having plus 2 TA because it's prone and for flanking.
Yep.
Okay. Does a soft 20 hit it?
Oh yeah.
And this is going to be for 9 fire damage because it's 1d6 plus my intelligence plus 3 because it's fire damage and I have affinity. So 9 fire damage on this thing.
It is still standing.
Okay. And then I'm just going to hold 1 AP over.
Okay, long hand.
All right. I mean, I start with 6 AP. Time to start swinging. 24 to hit. 14.
And how do you want to do it?
Oh, thank the gods.
I start lashing into it, and like I find like a soft spot that kind of surprises him. And if he had skin, you would see him smile. But since he doesn't, all you hear is like his teeth clatter. And then with his sword in this soft spot, he just yanks and just rips this thing's guts start pouring out into the water around him, around the creature.
Yeah, the current starts washing away all the guts. The crabs that are still there start skittering into the water themselves after to eat the body left over.
I fucking hate crabs.
Hey, boss, you good on down there?
If I can, I'm gonna climb out of the water.
Yeah.
I've been worse.
Man, it's things like this that make you feel alive.
Let's go get the other kid.
All right, boss. Then I will go get the other kid.
Gather
pick
up
him up.
the other kid and bring him over. The 3 of them are there. They start to stir a little bit, and they all then stare at Pharaohs as they wake up. And Pharaohs, you see this. Everybody else sees Pharaohs kind of just like on one knee talking to the kids, making sure they're okay. But Pharaohs, you see all 3 of their heads turn like 360 towards you. And saving us doesn't save us. What don't you get? Why don't you get it? You can't save us. And they all pass back out.
Ferris is gonna stand up. He's gonna turn to the other 2. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I think we just leave.
I mean, but all we gotta do is take these kids to the mayor, and we done. Mission complete. We get paid. We done. We don't have to actually worry about the problem. We were hired to save the kids. That's it.
The
Kids are out of the hole.
The kids just said saving the kids doesn't save the kids, so I don't fucking know what's going on anymore.
I think we all know that we can't do that in good conscience. You all know that we have to go into this last room and face whatever this is.
What other room is there? Wait a minute. What room?
Where the fog was.
Take
Damn it.
these potions, drink them up, and let's
I
go
have-
deal with this problem.
I got 2 left. Hold on.
So you guys are saying this. You're looking where the water runs down, and you're seeing just fog slowly billow that way. You can make it up that those rooms both would connect to here.
Right.
Oh, the one going up where the fog was comes back down the water.
Yeah, that would lead you to the river pathway. It just
Okay, so
how you get that way. It'd be the last room, and you can pick up the fact that the water is coming from the other pathway.
I drank
Okay.
my other 2 and regained 6. I am now at 13 of 21.
I'm also gonna drink one. Is it just 1d4 or is it 1d4 plus something?
It's
Just 1d4.
I'm gonna give boss one of mine.
I'm also gonna give him my last one. I regained 4. I'm 3 off of max. So
Yeah, I'm 4 off of max. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm also 4 off of max. So
the flames on Vulcan's shield eventually die out.
If this thing's a giant crab, I'm gonna be so pissed off.
As you guys make your way through the fog, it's very disorienting for a second. You're like pushing through the water, and then you're pushing through, and you actually find yourself on the outside of the cave again, right at the entrance. The kids are somehow at your side. You're looking up at
Oh.
you. The tide is around
Including
you.
the one we left in a box?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep, no, they're there. But the
Oh,
tide
okay.
is at your above your shins. Like there is no beach left. The water is up. The eye of the storm is pretty much on you. A deep column is swirling in front of you. And we see this, and then as we see this, it kind of pans back a little bit behind these characters and sees what they're facing. And it starts to pan up a little bit into the sky, and you see a kind of wide angle of the storm, and lightning finally crashes. A deep shadow in the eye of the storm of a huge creature flashes, and then you hear a book close as Les says, "Well, that is it for tonight, my friends. I don't want you going to bed with nightmares now, Millie, so I think we have to take a break there before we get to the real bad stuff."
That's hurtful.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Thank you for listening to episode 38. We hope you enjoy listening and would love it if you let us know. Catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok under Tales of Yavard Podcast. We have links to the Linktree in the episode description. If you really enjoyed the episode, give us a rating on whatever podcatcher you use, tell your friends, and spread the word. The best place to talk episodes, theories, characters, etc. is our Discord. We had everybody vote for which of the Tales ideas would go first, and this is the one that won. If you want to be involved with that, see what's going on, talk with some really cool people, jump on in and let us know.